Now we're going to make some pancakes, and actually these are going to be blueberry pancakes. And we start with some whole grain, 3/4 cup of whole wheat flour. And I need a little spoon here. I'll just add this up and even this out. It's a 1/2 cup. I'll do another 1/4 cup. And
so
then
what's the advantage of making pancakes at home versus buying them in the store just in a mix?
Oh, the big thing, what is actually in the mix of pancakes when you buy it at the store? You have cholesterol that's dried out, that's turned rancid from the eggs. And that is oxidized cholesterol, which recently has been shown to be the real problem with regards to heart disease. Cholesterol can be a little high and doesn't really cause a problem. But if it's oxidized cholesterol, that's bad news. That actually creates plaque buildup in the heart and any arteries in your system very quickly. So we want to stay away from oxidized cholesterol.
the other thing is those pancake mixes have trans fats in them. If you look on the box, it'll say partially hydrogenated. Anything you see that says partially hydrogenated, leave it on the shelf at the grocery store. Don't buy it because it's horribly bad for your arteries. Now I'm adding 2 teaspoons of Rumford baking powder, and this baking powder has no aluminum in it. And aluminum is something we want to avoid.
Yeah, Karen, that's really key. We don't realize how critical it is to stay away from heavy metals in general. And aluminum is a heavy metal that actually is bad for the brain. There's been many studies implicating aluminum from our diet in promoting Alzheimer's disease. And Alzheimer's disease is just skyrocketing. It's doubled in the last 10 years alone. And so we want to use ingredients that are available that don't include aluminum.
Absolutely. Now I just added a little bit of cinnamon to this, and cinnamon, lately, I've heard, helps to stabilize blood sugar.
That's right, and it tastes good as well.
It does, and I'll tell you what, when these pancakes are on the grill, it smells so good in the house, having cinnamon in the pancakes. Now we're going to add 1 1/4 cups of soy milk. So if you could hand me that measuring cup there. All right, 1 1/4 cups of soy milk. Here's a cup.
So this is also adding some more protein, healthy protein to your diet. There's no cholesterol in this.
No.
And very little saturated fat.
And now I'm going to add about a tablespoon of extra light olive oil. And let's see, I've got a teaspoon, so I'll just go a little bit.
And when you're making a recipe like this, you use the extra light olive oil because it doesn't give you that olive oil taste. But when you're adding it to salad, you want to use the extra virgin olive oil, which actually is really good for the heart, good for the immune system as well.
And why is that better than using canola oil or other types of oil?
Well, the olive oil is going to be primarily the monounsaturated fat, which is actually good for the heart.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's less likely to get rancid as well.
And now we want to add about a tablespoon of honey. So we'll just put that in here as well. And I need one of those wire whisks. I guess I'll grab this one right here. And stir this up and just mix that till you get just about the right consistency.
One of the benefits of using the honey as opposed to just sugar is that the bees add to the honey all kinds of micronutrients that you wouldn't get other ways. So that's why the more natural we do this, the more benefit we get to the whole body.
And now we'll just add some blueberries, and if you don't have fresh blueberries, if they're out of season, they can be kind of expensive. So then you can just use frozen blueberries and add that to your pancake mix. And that's adding antioxidants. Blueberries are one of the highest fruits in antioxidants. And not only that, it adds another 4 grams of fiber, or 8 grams if you use a whole cup in this pancake mix.
When you eat regular pancakes, it's going to be very low in fiber, and it's also going to create other problems for your health in terms of blood sugars. When I grew up and my mom made regular pancakes, my blood sugar would crash in about an hour. I'd feel lightheaded. I just didn't feel good the rest of the day. But when I eat these pancakes, which I've had at your house, I feel great the whole day. It's because it's using whole wheat flour that's high in natural protein, high in natural fiber.
Yes.
And they're smelling good.
Yes, and the other thing, now when you put a topping on these pancakes, it's great to use a fruit topping, fresh fruit topping. Now, we happen to have peach trees at our house. We've got about 5 peach trees. And every year I freeze a whole bunch of peaches, and that's what I have right here. And then all you have to do is put in your kettle one of the frozen juice concentrate, either grape juice, white grape juice, the 100% juice kind, or 100% apple juice. And you take the little frozen container, put that in your kettle, and then fill that can with water. Add that to the kettle, and then we add, here's the water that we're adding. We've got the juice already in there. And now we add 4 tablespoons of cornstarch to our mix. Would you rinse that off in the sink for me over there? We'll start flipping these pancakes when they start to bubble. When they get good and bubbly, then you want to start flipping them. There we go. Okay, now we want to start stirring the cornstarch in the fruit juice. See if we can do
Typically,
that.
people just use syrup on the pancake.
That's true.
Now you're adding something that's sweet, that actually is good for you, that has lots of fiber and nutrients that you're not going to get in syrup at all.
And not only is it taste sweet and it's fresh fruit, but with every pancake you get an added 2 grams of fiber with the peaches. And each pancake has 2 grams of fiber. So most people eat like 3 pancakes, so that's 6 grams of fiber, and then you add your peaches. And
You got your 10 grams of fiber right there.
You got 10 grams.
Yeah.
And if you think you're going to get away from flaxseed and chia seeds on this one, you're not. Because I'm going to show you that when you're done, when these pancakes are done, we'll put it on the plate. And I don't know about you, at our house we like almond butter and we like peanut butter, and we spread that on top of the pancake, and then you sprinkle on your flaxseed or your chia seed. So you're picking up another 2 or 3 grams of fiber, and then you put your fruit topping on. Now let's see, let's get this burner cooking here.
So for individuals that might have high blood sugars, have diabetes, or have heart disease, adding the healthy proteins in the old-fashioned peanut butter or the almond butter is actually going to stabilize the blood sugars because it slows down how the sugar gets absorbed into the bloodstream. It's a great trick for the diabetic to keep their blood sugars really low.
You have to be picky about peanut butters that you buy though too, because if you just get the ordinary peanut butter on the shelf at the store, read the labels. A lot of them have hydrogenated oils in it. A lot of them have sugar in it. And the hydrogenated oils, like we already said, are horrible for your arteries. So you want to get natural peanut butter. I don't think they do that with almond butter. At least I haven't seen it with almond butter. So you're getting the extra protein with the almond butter and peanut butter. And I'll tell you what, this breakfast will fill you up.
If you ever get something that's labeled, says partially hydrogenated oil, just stay away from it.
Absolutely. That is the worst. Get these a little bit browner.
That's worse for us than saturated fat is.
And that's bad enough itself. But, okay, so now we're just going to take a knife here and add a little bit of peanut butter to it.
Karen, this is a great example of an anti-inflammatory food. We've been hearing lots in medical research lately about inflammation, how that causes heart disease and cancer, and diabetes is actually caused by inflammation turning on the gene for diabetes. So when we eat foods that have an anti-inflammatory quality, we lower our risk for all kinds of health problems.
So here you have your pancake. Add your peach topping, and you've got a wonderful tasting breakfast.
That smells great.
Yes, and it tastes really good too. Your kids will love this kind of a breakfast. So make sure you incorporate grains, nuts, seeds into every breakfast, and then you'll get at least half your quota for fiber for the day. So now we're going to add the peaches to the juice, and then we can just put them right on top of the pancakes. And there you have a healthy breakfast meal. Remember, healthy foods can be naturally gourmet.
Karen Houghton, host of the TV series Naturally Gourmet, has developed a wonderful cookbook from her years of experience preparing tasty and healthy meals from a plant-based diet. In her cookbook Naturally Gourmet, Karen features a wide variety of recipes, from baked breads to sumptuous soups, from excellent entrees to delightful desserts.
I'm Karen Houghton, and if you've been enjoying these programs, I want to tell you about our new website, www.naturallygourmet.com. At that website, we have available DVDs, full set of them from all these cooking shows. We also have available a cookbook called Naturally Gourmet with more recipes and more health information.
Order Naturally Gourmet today for only $24.99 plus shipping and handling at naturallygourmet.com or call 760-723-8082. That's 760-723-8082. Your adventure into healthy living is only a phone call away.